Hello, this is Jingrui Yang, JY2823, and this video is the first one for the homework 4. And the first question I'm going to talk about is 2.56. In this question, we've been given a input, a low-pass filter, the whole system of a signal processing system. And here's the detailed diagram about the low-pass filter. And we've been asked to find out the output Y according to the whole system and the input X. So for this question, the key is we need to use that -1 equals e to the power j pi here, because e to the power j pi equals cosine pi plus sine pi. And for -1, you can get a -1 equals e to the power minus j pi, and which equals cosine pi minus sine pi. So which also equals -1. So here's the key, and we can write it into multiply a power n to both sides of this equation to get this. This will be used later. And we also we're gonna solve this problem with a frequency shifting method, because for frequency we can do multiplication directly instead of conclusion. So I choose to use the frequency shifting instead of time shifting for this question. So for frequency shifting, you can see that for xn multiply e to the power j omega n omega 0 n, we can find it in frequency domain as x of e to the power j multiplied omega minus omega 0. I'm sorry. And here we know that xn equals delta of n. So the frequency domain x equals 1. And after that, we know that the first output we can get here is Wn. So here, the frequency domain, W equals big X multiply big H, which also equals big H, because big X equals 1. And then for this system, we're gonna do -1 to power n multiply Wn plus Wn itself and get the Yn. So next, we're gonna calculate -1 to power n multiply Wn, which equals to this. And as this term equals -1 to power n, so we can get that this can be written into this term in frequency domain. And then for Yn, which equals -1, here's -1 to power n, multiply Wn plus Wn. So in frequency domain, Yn will become y of e to the power j omega, and which becomes h, this term, because you can find here, and also here. Combine the three terms, we can get that this term can be written into this term in frequency domain. And for Wn, it can also be w e to the power j omega, and w e to the power j omega equals big H of that. So the big Y equals n at last, equals 1 at last. And we can draw the diagram of H of e to the power j omega and H of e to the power j omega minus pi. So this one is the given, this 3 is the given big H of e to the power j omega, you can see here. And then we can shift the diagram to right with pi. So you just shift it. Pi will become this one, and this one will become this one, and you plus this to h, big H, we can get a whole diagram which equals 1. So yn equals delta of n.